Hello, it's good to see you. I hope you guys are all having a good summer. Now, I have only done one book haul video on this channel, and I don't think I've ever filmed a video outside, at least not a sort of sitting in front of the camera holding up books kind of video. So this is something a little different, but it's summer, it's green and lush, it's warm and fragrant, and there's bees buzzing around, and we have a little bit of time off. We are in one of our happy places, which we're very lucky to spend time in and just be kind of away from the rush of city life, which makes us very happy. We decided to go rummaging, hunting, scavenging for some books, and this is a very non-English part of the country. It's mostly native Dutch speakers. There's no English bookstores for at least 100 miles around, so we had to get creative. We went to some sort of anomalous charity shop, second-hand store, or it's in Holland called a kringloop. So it's just a kind of big store of all kinds of bits and bobs, knickknacks, doodads. It's a bit of potluck. You never know what you're going to find. And the ones that we went to all had like extremely limited English book sections. But for that reason, I'm all the more delighted with what I found, because I really, really found some good stuff. And that's what we're going to go through now. They were all really cheap, except for the last one that I'm going to show you, which is quite a major find, but it's still, for what it is, very, very well priced. First up, we've got Middlemarch by George Eliot in this old Wordsworth edition. I have read this. Middlemarch is one of my favorite novels of all time. How can it not be if you've read this book? Although, maybe some people disagree. Let me know what you think of Middlemarch. I just love this novel, and I didn't have a copy, so I'm very happy to have a copy. I had not read the introduction by Doreen Roberts. She's a fantastic scholar who has done introductions to quite a lot of the Wordsworth classics. So I read the introduction as soon as I got hold of this thing, and it lives up to her reputation. She does a good job of contextualizing, and Roberts talks about the compositional history of Middlemarch. But I really love this novel, and there is sort of astonishing psychological depth in the portraiture, especially the two main protagonists, Dorothea and Dr. Lydgate. They have interesting parallels and echoes. They are both individuals with ideals. They want to make a better world in their own separate ways, and they have limitations and restrictions, socially contingent restrictions, which bind and dampen their goals and their aims. But you can't really summarize this novel in a nutshell, or at least you can't do justice to it by outlining the plot, because it is about the quality of the prose and the philosophical and psychological depth and range and characterization. I think when you read this, it gives you insights into people that you know in real life. I know someone that reminds me so much of Dr. Lydgate, or Dr. Lydgate reminds me of this person that I know in real life, and I think I understand him better through reading Middlemarch. It's very, very deftly written with narrative finesse and, like I said, characterization. I'll give it appropriate attention at the appropriate time, but I'm very happy to finally have a copy. Now I've got another Wordsworth here. I've got classic Victorian and Edwardian ghost stories selected by Rex Collings. This is something probably to save for the winter, although I've read quite a few of these in previous editions. We've got Edgar Allan Poe, we've got Oscar Wilde, The Canterville Ghost, we've got Robert Louis Stevenson, and couple of ghost stories from Dickens, but then also writers that I'm certainly not familiar with, such as R.S. Hawker, John Lang, Miss Braddon, Amelia B. Edwards, Montague Rhodes James. So I really look forward to reading the rest of these. I mean, this was 75 cents, and it's really in good nick. Happy about that. Then we've got Zadie Smith, Swing Time. For those of you that watch my channel regularly, you know that I am a big admirer of Zadie Smith, even though she is known for her novels, her big, almost maximalist, but certainly sort of lushly, exuberantly realist and sprawling narratives, her fiction. I'm quite a big fan of her non-fiction, but of course, she has the reputation that she has for a reason, and this is one of her more recent novels, Swing Time. I think it's pretty much classic Smith in that it's, sprawling narrative that crisscrosses global north and south, multicultural, cross-pollination characters with that sense of hybridity and trying to fit in various places in which they don't quite blend seamlessly into the surroundings or the landscape or the sort of normative way of life. Let me know if you've read this one by Zadie Smith. I look forward to getting into that one. It was 50 cents. I mean, come on, it's in perfect condition. Very happy about that. Then we've got another Wordsworth here. We've got Thomas Hardy, A Pair of Blue Eyes, with an introduction by Cedric Watts, who, again, like Dorian Roberts, perhaps even more so. Cedric Watts is really a phenomenal scholar. I wonder if he's still alive, but he has done a lot of the introductions on the Wordsworth classics. Amazing introductions to a lot of the Shakespeare volumes. He's, extraordinarily erudite and articulate. I haven't read this one from Thomas Hardy. It's one of his lesser known novels, one of his earlier novels, but as far as I understand, surprisingly good, underrated, with quite strong autobiographical elements in terms of the portraiture of his first wife. So I look forward to this. Let me know if you've read A Pair of Blue Eyes. We haven't talked about Thomas Hardy much on the channel, but that's definitely something I want to remedy in the future. Then this was great as well. Every Man's Pocket Classics, New York Stories, in perfect condition. It doesn't have a dust jacket, but it's in really good condition. And this is a great anthology about writing on the New York experience. I've read a bunch of these as well. We've got Kerouac, O. Henry, Cheever, Capote, Edith Wharton, James Baldwin, Junot Diaz, among many others. But I haven't read at least half of these. So really look forward to that. Very happy with this find. Let me know if you've read that one. Oh, okay, wobbly table. Right, now this is the oh, sorry about that. This is the crowning glory of this book haul. Extremely happy with this. Look at this. I've found the full, complete 50 Penguin Modern Minis in the box for a really reasonable price. Everything is in order, I've checked, and I'm so happy about this. So depending on when this video goes out, either this will be a preview of a series of videos I'm going to do in which I rank or rate at least all 50 of these slim volumes, or I'll put those videos out first. Probably going to split them into two, the first 25 and the second 25, and then you'll see this retrospectively. So we'll figure that out. But I've read most of these. I've got quite a few doubles now because I had already had quite a few of these in my collection, but I'd never owned the full box set. So very, very delighted about that. Have any of you got the full set, and what do you think of it? I've read, like I said, I've read most of these. I've reread a few of them. I've probably about 8 or 10, 12 at the most that I haven't read. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the gaps before I then do a review of this thing. And super excited about that. I'll probably reread the ones that I'm a bit shaky on. Just delighted, absolutely delighted. I love Penguin, the Penguin Modern Classics anyway, and this is their stable of writers in miniature excerpted form. We've got poems, vignettes, memoirish vignettes. We've got a little bit of criticism, not quite enough for my liking, and of course a lot of short stories. Very excited. So that was my book haul. I'm not going to attempt to hold it all up, or should I? Anyway, it's beautiful. It's not quite sunny, but it's beautifully warm. It's green. There's bees buzzing around. Pretty devilish looking wasp. I'm going to try and hold this up. Look at that. Super stoked. Let me know what you think of these. How is your summer going, dear friends of the tube? Are you reading some good books? Are you enjoying your summers? Hope you all are getting a bit of breathing room from your daily grind. Yeah, of course, for a bunch of you, it's probably in the middle of winter right now in the Southern Hemisphere, so I hope you're keeping warm if that is the case. Either way, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Oh, that was the thing. That was the thing I wanted to say. I had this idea. I'm going to do a little giveaway. Well, a fairly big giveaway. So for those of you faithful few that have made it to the end of this video, well done. You're going to get a chance to participate in this fun little challenge. It's very simple, really. I want you to, well, you don't have to, but if you would like to participate, take a guess. You can look on the Penguin website. Take a guess which of these 50 is my favorite, my most favorite, and which is my least favorite. My most favorite and my least favorite. And comment down below. And if anyone, well, whoever gets closest to that, of course, there are several that I really love and several that I really detest. No, not that many. Detest is a very strong word. There's quite a few that I don't like and that I would really struggle to reread. I won't reread. There's a few here that I refuse to reread. I'm sorry, life is too short. So if you can guess what is my most favorite and my least favorite, I have a prize now. A few months ago, I collaborated with the amazing Maria from Strange Lucidity. I will leave a link to her channel. If you haven't seen her work, please check it out. She's an incredible YouTuber and a wonderful person and a very smart individual. And I helped her with this amazing online course in French literature that she did. And she very kindly gave me a gift coupon for this course to give to anyone I wanted in any way. And I checked with her, do you mind? Oh, helicopter. Excuse the helicopter. I checked with her, do you mind if I do it like this? And she said it's fine. So basically, whoever comes closest to guessing this right will get a gift coupon to do that, to have access to that course for free. It's worth about $200. So really amazing. Thank you to Maria, and have fun figuring it out. Go and look on the Penguin website or just look it up and see if you can figure out. I'm very curious if anyone can get it. Of course, like I said, there's about 8 to 10 that I haven't read, but that doesn't stop you from, the answers are going to be between 1 and 50. So maybe I have a new favorite that emerges in the last few that I need to read. Maybe not, but either way, that doesn't affect your ability to guess from 1 to 50. Favorite and least favorite, throw your answers down below. Let me know also what you've been reading, how your summers are going, or your winters. We would love to hear from you guys. Thank you for watching, and speak to you all soon. Hello, Mr. B.